high among the windiest peaks of the square, where even the air stands still, the Aimo seek enlightenment in silence. Aimoyan pilgrims and adherents meditate at the summits of these rocky spires in hopes of reaching a truer understanding of their universe. Yet, this pursuit of harmony comes at a cost, for the same stillness that draws them inward also fortifies their borders, shielding them from the chaos beyond. The Aimo are a deeply devout people, bound together by their faith and their shared pursuit of enlightenment. Meditation is a core part of their lives, with dawn bringing stillness and reflection as they reach for the universe's deepest truths through their mindfulness. This spirituality permeates every aspect of Aimoyan culture, from daily rituals to their worldview, functioning as a unifying force that holds their society together. Priests and gurus guide the faithful, teaching the ways of peace, intelligence, and introspection, main tenets of the Aimo belief system. Their collectivist ideals extend beyond their borders, encouraging them to welcome converts from other tribes with open arms. To the Aimo, all are worthy of embarking on the individual journey to inner peace, provided they approach it with sincerity. A striking symbol of Aimoyan spirituality is the teal strip of paint adorning their foreheads. Made from the dye of the native issy flower, this symbol originated as a meditation aid for monks and priests, helping them focus and achieve clarity. Over time, it became a cultural staple, worn by all Aimo as a mark of their devotion and unity. While most Polytopian tribes idolize the moon, the Aimo uniquely idolize the sun. A prestigious sect of priests and cosmologists known as the Sun Speakers dedicate their lives to studying its celestial journey. For the Aimo, the sun embodies illumination, not just of the sky, but of the mind, and its steady path across the heavens serves as a metaphor for their pursuit of balance and understanding. Beyond their spiritual significance, the Sun Speakers contribute practically to Aimoyan society. They track the calendar for agricultural pursuits, interpret omens, and serve as advisors to local and regional governing priests, ensuring harmony between faith and daily life. Stoic and devout, the Aimo are known square-wide as kind of boring. They're not the most excited to interact with other tribes, and thus are often regarded as being rather bland. But that couldn't be further from the truth. Though outsiders might dismiss the Aimo as reserved and uninteresting, within their lands, life is rich with tradition and celebration. From the grand Ayaka festival to the mythical warnings of the mountain-dwelling Uli, Aimoyan culture thrives in ways few outsiders ever witness. The Aimo are not the most culinarily savvy, as little grows in the valleys where they make their homes, but that doesn't get in the way of their enjoyment of the lipo chili pepper in its many forms. Most Aimo subsist on Llamo products and bowls of palo chili, a spicy cultural dish. Most foods enjoyed by the Aimo are believed to aid in meditation in one way or another, such as the palo chili aiding in trances, or the drink soy providing mental clarity. Effective? Or just placebo? We'll let you decide. Even in their quietest moments, the Aimo find warmth in their traditions, whether in the spice of palo chili or through whispered legends passed down through generations. Many Aimo believe that the mountains are guarded by fierce beasts known as Uli, which are regarded as the cause of the occasional traveler plummeting to their doom. Children are told stories about the Uli and how they can placate their hunger with offerings of llamo meat and fruit. But no one is certain whether or not the Uli are little more than ghost stories. And, of course, no discussion about the culture of the Aimo would be complete without mentioning their iconic animal, the llamo. Llamos are diligent, hard-working animals that are able to scale the cliffs and steep summits that make up the landscape, all while carrying riders and supplies. The many temples would never have been possible without the multitudes of llamos ferrying supplies and builders up and down the winding mountain paths. They may not be the fastest or strongest animal, but few mounts can match the grace and utility of a Llama. It's no wonder the Aimo honor them with the Aiau festival, a day of gratitude for the creatures that have carried their people, quite literally, toward enlightenment. Unlike the rigid hierarchies of the Imperius or Jinji, the Aimo are bound not by rulers, but by faith. Priests lead, not as kings, but as spiritual guides, their voices unified through shared belief rather than command. The Aimo can mobilize an army, feed their populace, propagate new technology, and erect great projects that rival the other tribes, while having a rather decentralized form of government. It's hard to consider the Aimo an empire, but more of a confederation of like-minded cities. Despite the peaceful, cheery disposition within their borders, the Aimo foreign policy is a little more troublesome. The Aimo pride themselves in their way of life and their cultural unity, and often consider the other tribes to be an active threat to their way of life. Yes, they'll harbor the occasional convert with open arms, but the Aimo look upon the other tribes with a sense of wariness and disdain. Anyone could be an enemy. Anyone could march up to their nicely delineated borders and end them once and for all. They've put up walls to keep out the other tribes, who they consider to be brutish and barbaric. But sometimes, even they will agree that waiting for war to come to their doorstep is foolishness. A preemptive strike against an approaching army is not an aggression. It's preservation, and sometimes what must be done. There's a good reason that you don't see the Aimo interact with other tribes positively very often, as they believe their paranoia keeps them safe within their borders. You stay on your side of the line, and we'll stay on ours. Near the fringes of Aimoyan land, in the Binba forests, lie the Toli. These Aimo are known for their mighty strength and dedication to perfecting their physical forms. Unlike the mainline Aimo, the Toli eschew the philosophy of silent meditation and instead worship through movement. They would argue that their view on enlightenment is just as valid as that of more orthodox Aimo, but that opinion is seen as contentious among the devout circles. But this doesn't hinder the Toli any, as they're willing to lay their lives on the line for their people, to lend their mighty strength and discipline to the defense of the Aimo and the preservation of their ways. Their land isn't very rich in the way of ores or trees, so the Toli have resorted to the use of Binba-based armor and the use of their fists where possible. What may seem impractical is transformed into a mighty force to be reckoned with through finesse alone. The Toli would have gladly relied on the sure-footed Llamo like their Aimoyan kin, but the Binba forests offer no such luxury. Instead, they've turned to the next best thing, the Coeli, a massive, sluggish, Binba-eating beast whose stubbornness is matched only by its strength. Though taming one requires endless patience, a trained Coeli is a steadfast companion, capable of carrying warriors and supplies alike when it feels like moving. Such is the tale of the Aimo, wary on the outside, but devoted within. To them, balance and devotion are everything, but the line between wisdom and fear is thinner than they'd like to admit.